morning, YouTube. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I need to film this follow-up to a previous video I did about installing the blow-off valves on my Can-Am Maverick R. Pretty thorough video, I believe, but there was some talk about in the video about the T-clamps, the large hose clamps that holds the boost tubes on. And EVO, being the great company they are, they saw the video and they reached out to me and said, hey, you don't have the right clamps. Let me send you the right clamps. So props to EVO for being stand-up and noticing, even though I reached out to them, there must have been just a screw-up. Things happen. Not a big deal. But major props to EVO that actually saw the video and noticed that I didn't get the right stuff. So they sent me a package, and let me show you what I got. So here we have T-clamps, and you can tell that these are pretty stout. Let's compare them to what's on the car. This is what's on the car. So this is going to be a lot stronger, a lot more stable setup. It's got a nylon nut on there, so it's not going to back off. That could back off. So I'm going to install those for you because that's the right thing to do, is to put the right hardware on there. Whether the other ones have failed, I don't know. Probably not. But when you can have the right stuff on there, put the right stuff on there. Another thing I covered in the earlier video was talking about a blow-off valve T-fitting. I don't know if you guys remember this part, but there was a place where the blow-off valve hose, right here, needs to tie into the system on the car. And the instructions were kind of vague about that, and I had to come up with my own solution for a metal T. And that's what this is right here. And don't worry if you didn't see the previous video. I'll put a link at the end of this video to go watch that video and tell you what this is all about. So there is a brass T that I installed right there. That initially the video, or excuse me, the instructions kind of described just tapping into right here as if that was plugged off. And again, I don't know if it's because mine's a California car or not. This wasn't just plugged off. This is part of a more elaborate system, emissions, I don't know. So I had to put this T in here in order to get the blow-off valve to tie in. So I put a metal T. It's nice and secure. Again, EVO saw that and they said, that's not right. You shouldn't have to do that. And we've got a solution for that. In fact, I think they had the solution all along. Again, I just didn't get the right hardware. So here is a metal T. It's not plastic. It's got a cool EVO logo on it. It comes with clamps and everything. And that is what goes in that spot. So, sorry to jump around. That is what goes in that spot. So I may or may not change it out because I have a metal one in there now, but at least I'll have the EVO one as a backup. But I am going to change out these hose clamps. I'm going to show you how they look and maybe do a time lapse. I don't know. We'll see. But let's jump to that part. Okay, got them on. Nice and secure, not too tight. Don't want to cut into the silicone tube here. And here's a nice side-by-side comparison. You've got this little, bit of worm gear that's grabbing onto that, versus here you've got a full thread with a nylon nut and actual bolt. So you can see the difference in the strength. We're going to jump to the other side and get that one done too. Okay, pretty straightforward. I did put this T-bolt on the same way I had the last hose clamp facing out. The one down here below, before I had it facing straight down, made it hard to put a tool on it, so I flipped it 180 degrees and then going this way, and it went on real nice. So again, got the update on the boost tubes, got the correct hose clamps on there, no longer having the stock ones, which were better than what's on the X3, but not nearly as good as these guys right here. So huge props to EVO for taking notice of the video. I'm a small channel. I'm glad that they saw it, and they really stepped up in the sense that I'm not a big channel with huge influence. They took notice that every guy counts, and they wanted to do the right thing, so they sent me the right clamps. Awesome. Okay, so we have some more content coming for you. Yeah, I did take about 3 weeks off. We did a huge trip across the United States, went down Route 66, all that kind of stuff. There will be a playlist for that. That'll be totally separate. But I got parts. Got parts showing up. Look at this bad boy. Isn't that awesome looking? This thing looks so cool. The muffler is coming. The E85 package is coming, and of course we're going to have some sound comparisons with the stock muffler versus the EVO muffler, the shocker versus no shocker. See how loud it is. You know, a lot of people think the best of both worlds is to have a stock muffler with a shocker, and that's not a bad way to go. So a lot more content coming up. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I can really use your support. Like to get up to 1,000 subscribers for too long. We're working our way there. And thanks again for tuning in.